Hi, Dr. Carolyn Ross here. It's pretty chilly where I am. I hope you're staying warm. Today I'm going to talk to you about a particular type of trauma called betrayal trauma. So, University of Oregon researcher Jennifer Freyd defines betrayal trauma as when people or institutions on which a person depends for survival significantly violate their trust or well-being. This could include childhood physical, emotional, or sexual abuse perpetrated by a caregiver. That would be an example of betrayal trauma. So, if you've experienced betrayal trauma, you may feel as if you can, only depend on yourself. Like you have to do everything by yourself, for yourself, because you can't trust other people. Betrayal trauma can ignite an intense experience of grief as well. You may be grieving the loss of a mother or father you thought you'd have, or you may be grieving the loss of the love and support that you had before you were betrayed. You have to give yourself time to do this grieving and recognize that it's important to get support and help during this process. Betrayal trauma can affect your self-esteem, your ability to form relationships, and your overall emotional well-being. Now, symptoms in children related to betrayal trauma can take two forms. One, they can internalize their feelings, or two, they can act out on their feelings. And this often depends on how old they are and how much resilience and support they have. So when they internalize the symptoms, they can present as being unhappy, sad, or depressed, fearful, or anxious. They may feel that they have to be perfect all the time, and that there is very little that they enjoy doing. So when they act out on their feelings, they may present as a kid who argues all the time, gets in fights, can't sit still, is restless or hyperactive, can't concentrate or pay attention for long periods of time. And they may throw temper tantrums or have a hot temper. So if you're seeing that in your child, it's really important to look into whether they have been traumatized by someone close to them. Now, parents who have survived childhood trauma themselves, unfortunately, are more likely to have children who experience betrayal trauma. For example, a parent who was abused as a child may suffer from chronic depression, which is one of the adverse childhood experiences, results of that. And if a mother is very depressed, her condition may make it challenging to develop a healthy and strong bond or attachment to her child. Then the child may grow up thinking of this kind of detached mother-child relationship as normal and pass that on to their children. So that's the beginning of intergenerational trauma. Trouble in relationships due to betrayal trauma means that the survivor of betrayal trauma may seek to avoid close relationships, or they can be very anxious when they are in a close relationship. I recently had a patient with that kind of experience. She had been in a domestic violence relationship, but now was in a healthy relationship, but could never relax because she was so anxious and worried that she would be betrayed again. Now, in adulthood, some of the signs of betrayal trauma can be thoughts of suicide, depression, anxiety, and panic attacks. Interestingly, physical pain, nightmares, the development of eating disorders or substance use disorders, post-traumatic stress disorder, and dissociation, which is detachment from reality to cope with painful memories or to avoid painful memories. And then the last one is self-blame. Even though you may know you didn't do anything wrong, you may still blame yourself for what happened in a relationship. Now, how do you heal this serious betrayal trauma? First of all, be real about what happened and accept that it happened. It doesn't make it right, but denying the betrayal won't make it better, and it won't help you cope. Secondly, do your best to not blame yourself. No matter what you think you might have done, the only person at fault is the one who betrayed you. You see this in women who were raped but had been drinking at the time. They think, well, it's my fault I was raped because I shouldn't have been drinking that much. But it's not your fault. It is the fault of the person who betrayed you. Self-care after betrayal is also very important, and it can include eating balanced meals, getting enough sleep, and engaging in activities that bring you joy. That gives you that lovely dopamine spike that makes everything better. Healing from betrayal is hard enough, but it can be even more difficult when the person who hurt you is around all the time. For example, if the person is a family member or a close family friend, it's okay to not want to spend time with that person, to not want to attend family events where they may be present. Learning to set boundaries with friends and family is part of the healing process. People may not understand why you want to do this, but take care of yourself first. And another thing is, don't do what I call the spiritual bypass and go straight to, oh, I forgive that person who hurt me. Take the time to make sure you have healed yourself first before you worry about forgiving another person. Trauma therapy can be very helpful in these situations to be able to separate out love versus betrayal, because sometimes they get intertwined and you keep going back to the person who betrayed you because you have loved them. So you have to take the time to make that separation and understand what true healthy love is. So to start your healing from betrayal trauma, I'd like to do this brief meditation with you. I call it the forgiveness and self-love meditation. So I want to start by asking you to take a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And do that a couple of times. Now just on this last time, scan through your body as you breathe and make sure there are no tight places, that your shoulders are away from your ears, that your belly is relaxed, your legs are relaxed, all the way down to the tips of your toes. Now just imagine yourself on your favorite beach to relax. Maybe a beach you've been to, or one that you've seen in a magazine. All the things you feel you've done now. Just imagine yourself walking along this beach. It's a beautiful sunny day. And as you walk along, you see all the things that you think you've done wrong written in the sand under your feet. Keep walking. You don't have to stop and read them. You know what they are. Whether or not these are truly mistakes you've made or just ways in which you beat yourself up, keep walking. As you walk, you're moving across decades of your life, beginning in childhood, all the way through to now. You're walking across the things you haven't forgiven about yourself and the things you feel are unforgivable that you may have done to others. All of that is written in the sand as you walk. So walking along the beach is like walking from your past into current day. Keep walking and allow your mind to see, but not to get stuck on anything written in the sand. Keep paying attention to your breathing as you continue to walk along the beach. And when you've reached the end of this litany of unforgiveness. Take another deep breath. If you feel comfortable, at this point you can walk into the warm ocean water. As you do, you will feel the gentle waves move across your body. The water is calm and peaceful. When you begin to swim through the water, feeling the power of the warm, gentle ocean water as it cleanses and erases from your body and spirit all the ways in which you have been unforgiving and unforgiven. Allow the water to wash away any of these incidents that you are ready to let go of. Keep swimming. Keep allowing the water to wash any other painful memories from you. Now, stand up and turn and look at the beach. You will see that the waves have erased those writings on the sand. Stay as long as you want in the water. You can swim or walk through the water, but allow yourself to feel the love of nature surrounding you, filling your heart with joy, allowing you to feel as if you left all of your troubles behind at the beach. Take another deep breath. Now bring yourself gently back to the room where you are. Feel the floor beneath you where you're sitting. Feel the floor beneath you, the chair at your back, and open your eyes whenever you're ready. Just know that you can go to that beach anytime that you want. You can listen to this meditation anytime you want. And allow yourself to let go of the things that you're beating yourself up for at this special beach. I hope that was helpful. I'll see you next week.